Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Bianco Zoo, and once more I do apologise that it has been I think a week since my last episode. Life is just really busy at the moment. What can I say? I'm sorry, but you know, life gets in the way, doesn't it? I have a nearly 6-month-old daughter at home, and she takes up a lot of our time in the evenings. Basically, I want to spend my evenings with her. So it doesn't leave a lot of time for recording my YouTube videos, unfortunately. That will change as time goes on. I'm not going anywhere. YouTube is a real passion of mine. So I am going to be here for the long term. It's just, you know, sometimes my videos will be a little bit less regular. But I do hope you can stick with me and that you're still enjoying my stuff. So where are we? We're working in the penguin habitat. Last episode I was in here designing our little shop fronts here. Which I'm really pleased with, and we'll also put in our random hidden toilet in the wall there. So today I want to have a look at getting these walls covered up, the benches down here, and you've got benches on this corner here as well. And I want to do something inside the habitat too. So yeah, lots to think about. The walls, let's have a look. Let's crack on with this. So what I'm thinking of art shapes on the walls here, because there are all sorts of cool stuff in here. Or in fact, there might not be art shapes, might be more of the signs. Actually, yeah, it's the signs that I'm thinking of, isn't it? You've got all these nice white ones that you can use. You see, so you've got some nice palms. You see, so let's just go through here and have a look at anything that I might be able to use. I want it to look deserty. That was what I was thinking on here. So I need something like, ooh, that has a bit of potential, doesn't it? Let's just whack that on there. I'm sure there are, see, it's a thought bubble. I don't want that. I'd like that to just be a cloud. Let's have a look. Is there a cloud one? Yes, these are clouds, aren't they? Yeah, great. Whoops. Okay, so you've got some nice clouds there. You've got C. Have we got something that I could use as land, some sort of a deserty type piece that I could use? Oh, actually, I suppose the sun makes sense. I don't know what all these things are. I don't want a moon. Stars, no. Okay, there's got to be something. I'm sure there's like a big flat solid piece. What we got here? We've got a rock. Those are too pointy. Yeah, that's kind of the best there is, isn't it? I suppose. I do like them actually. I suppose I could have these as mountains. Let's just pop a couple of them on here. I don't really think that one's needed, but yeah, let's see what I can do. Right, so first things first, let's group all these things together. Okay, so I guess I'm going to need this to be at the bottom. And ooh, do I want it right to the edge? I'm just thinking of when I move it over here. No, that should be fine if I do it like that. And then I'm going to need to get this going all the way along. I think this is basically what I did on the outside of the building as well, wasn't it? And then hopefully I can double this up. It's going to go just behind the door, so I might just have to manipulate the door a little bit, but that's fine. I can sort that out. Right, let's just highlight 2 of them. No, I'll tell you what, don't need the end one. Let's just leave it like that for now. That's fine. I can hide the edge if necessary. Right, and then Oops, didn't hold down the shift. Right, so then we want to move that upwards as well, I think. Actually, I'm not sure that we need that to be more. Actually, I'm going to cover these benches up, so I will lift this whole thing up. But actually, I think that's fine. I think what I then need to do is get these hidden just behind them, like that. Let's get these back here as well. I have no idea if this is going to look decent or not, to be honest, but you know, we can but try, can't we? So something like that. Let's see. I don't want it to look too kind of symmetrical, I guess, or repetitive. I can have a gap like that, can't I? Yeah, that looks fine. So I need these to be coloured to look like, well, I suppose they could be almost green. No, I suppose I think they've got to be dark, haven't they? Like that, yeah. You see, so this then would need to be green. Yeah, so that's like the background, and then these are in the foreground. Something like this. If I can get that just about right, something like that. I wonder actually if I can twist this round just so that it's not quite symmetrical with the other one. For some reason I can't now get that so that it's in front of the mountain but behind the water. Oh yes, there we go. Beautiful. Right. That's not too bad, really. I mean, I even like the sun actually being right in the middle there. That looks pretty cool. I tell you what, I might just get another mountain over this end. I think something like that. Right, what do we think? I quite like that as a little backdrop, actually. I'll tell you what I do need to do. I've got a tree here, haven't I? Just sticking through. So I do just need to twist that if I can, and then maybe just, there we go. And I think there's one over here that's sticking through just a tiny bit as well. I've got this one right here as well. Loads of them just sticking through the walls, just a tiny bit. In fact, I think there was one more. Actually, there's two more. Look at that. I basically need to move all of these just out a tiny bit. There we go. Right. So yeah, so this, I think the whole thing will need to go up like that because I'm going to build over these benches as well. It's a real shame that the benches are so far forwards, but there was no way of putting them further back, was there? No, I don't know why it's not letting me do them off there. It's probably because the land isn't deep enough there. It's a shame, but there we go. Right, well, let's try that then. Let's try and hide these benches. Actually, no, I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I am just going to see about using this over on this wall as well. Obviously, I'll have to change it a bit because it's kind of sticking in the wrong places a bit. that's fine. People can walk through it for now. I'll get back to that and manipulate it a bit more. I quite like the clouds. Actually, just there's not too many, but actually, I think it probably just needs just maybe one or two more clouds as well. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Cool. Okay, so let's cover up these benches, shall we? What do I want these to look like? I was just thinking inside the pen here. I was thinking of doing some snowy rocks in here. This kind of thing. Just let's just let's see what I can do here. Just thought it might be nice if I could sort of hide the tiled floor a bit underneath some of this. Let's get this. I think this edge would need to be completely covered. Obviously, I've got to make sure that the penguins can still actually get on and off. Actually, let's go. Actually, need a slightly better edge there, I think. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't need to look perfect. And obviously it can kind of overlap and stick outside the enclosure a little bit as well. That's fine. As long as the penguins can still get up onto that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let me just check. Let's click on a penguin and check. Yes, that's fine. See, they can still get up and down on that. That's all good. I don't really care that their ankles disappear in there. It's fine. It makes it look like they're walking through snow, so that's fine. But yeah, I was actually thinking of potentially using those pieces or something similar over here if I can find a piece that works. I need a very flat one, don't I? So yeah, I need this piece probably to actually cover up the benches. I haven't actually seen anybody sitting on these things yet, so I don't think this is going to work as a bench, unfortunately. People just don't seem interested. Which is a bit odd. I mean, why wouldn't you want to sit on a bench inside? I don't know. I don't know if there's some reason why people don't sit on the benches. I don't get it. But hey ho. Okay, let's just combine these. So I'm thinking I can actually they pretty much covered down anyway, don't they? But if I can take them up and back, I can also just use them as the back. You see, make them look like an actual bench. And then potentially, just wondering how to make it look decent at the back here. Yeah, something like that. And then I can do that kind of. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that makes it look, like the idea is that you can perch on there. So yeah, that's good. I might just tidy up the end piece a little bit here. Not sure if it needs this or not, but let's try it. Yeah. It actually makes it almost look like you can, have sort of a double chair almost. Like you could sit up there or down there. I don't think anyone's ever going to sit on it, unfortunately, but oh well, it's fine. It looks decent. So I was also thinking of doing that over here to cover up these benches. Now again, what's the other side of this wall? Yeah, I can hide in the wall here, can't I? So yeah, I think it might look a bit odd if people do end up sitting on them, but in theory, I think it looks pretty good. So I'll definitely put a little end piece, I think, on there, and then I guess what I'll do here is make this quite a sharp back edge here. Something like that. Not sure what I'm doing on this back wall yet. I may well just continue that same theme. I'll probably fill in the corner with a beam at some point just to hide all the rough edges. Now, which of these pieces was I using? Oh, that's quite big, isn't it? Is that too big? Let's have a look. It's quite large, isn't it? But I don't want people sitting on here and falling over the barrier. That wouldn't be good. So it kind of makes sense to have a nice edge there, doesn't it? Make it look like a big sofa, essentially. Yeah, nice. Right. I wanted some palms of some sort up on there, so I'll get that looked at as well. But let's have a look at their enclosure here. I want some bedding. I believe these are the only things that the penguins will actually sit on. So let's get one of them in the corner here. And let's double check that. Yep, they can go on that. Shelter. Okay, it's all shelter. Is there a bedding? No. Oh well, they can go on there for shelter. That's fine. Do I want to actually build some sort of roof over that? I quite like these. You know, so whether I could maybe incorporate one of these over the top of it. That might look kind of cool. I could continue the theme with oh, hang on, is that a separate piece? Yes, it is. Yeah, I could maybe get one of these, couldn't I? Right in the middle. Let's bring it up there, and then I can make sure it's in the middle. Yep, that looks. Oh, hang on, it's not quite in the middle that way. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then I can bring that down to there, blend it in. Nice. And look at that, our penguins are on it already. Excellent. Happy penguins. That's what we like to see, isn't it? I mean, they haven't got it's not like they've got privacy, unfortunately, but that's fine. They don't really need privacy. Well, I'll tell you what I could do, because I don't like the idea that people can actually reach over and touch them. So I'll tell you what I could do. I could use some of this to actually just fill in this edge here. something like that, just so that you definitely couldn't actually touch them through here. Yeah, it just provides them that little bit of privacy on that corner there, doesn't it? I mean, clearly that's what they want. I don't know why penguins want to sit on a bit of wood, but there we go. That seems to make them happy. Let's have a look at enrichment for these guys. Okay, so these are king penguins. Of course we have underwater enrichment, so let's get one of these in. I'm hoping that's going to be usable. Accessible, wonderful, that's what we want. Just need one of them. Let's get a submarine in. I love these things. Let's get this near the front here somewhere. Give them something to play with. Obviously there has to be a rubber duck, because you can't have a pool of water without a rubber duck floating in it, can you? I don't think there's going to be room for a platform, is there? No, clearly not. That's fine. They do like these mirror mobiles, so hopefully I can fit one of these in. Lovely. Let's give them a little block of fish up here as well. Oh, okay, obstructed. There we go. Right, the front there, that's good. A water jet or a water jet, bubble machine. I could get a little bubble machine in the ground here somewhere. Let's get that down the front here as well if I can. It's not going to let me put it in. Not sure what it needs. There we go. I can just about pop it in there. Yeah, that looks really nice actually, doesn't it? Excellent. I'm hoping these guys, yeah, they're not hungry anymore. Good. They shouldn't be hungry because I've got a keeper's hut right in here, which is definitely being used. Work zones, penguins, yeah, so it's there. It is there. Staff, none. Does that just mean there's nobody in it at the moment? I'm assuming it is assigned, isn't it? And I have got someone who works in this particular thing, so yeah, that should be absolutely fine. Cool, okay. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I think what I will do is get a few palm trees in here. Once I'm finished, I'll put some palm trees actually in the habitat in the middle here, kind of filling out the inside, but I want to get the outside bit done first. So I'm pretty happy with this because you don't want to clutter this up, because you want room for people to walk around and stand in. You've got your seats there, you've got an open corner here, you've got your seating area here. I should probably get a couple of bins in. Obviously I haven't quite worked out what I'm doing over here. In fact, what I need to do, I think, is I just need to get this bit filled in. Okay, I completely messed that up. Let's just work on that again. Right, hang on. Let's just start that again. Let's do this one a little bit different. I just want to hide the bottom bit basically here. There we go, something like that. So I want it like that. I'll just slowly creep it along, get it all covered up. I might just have to, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that, and then I'll just come in here and move these pieces like that. That makes more sense. Then she's got room to actually get in and out. That looks good. So I do just need to fiddle around with this. Let's go like that. Let's get rid of those two. Let's just move the cloud a bit. Let's move the sun over to there. Oh, there is another cloud, isn't there? Let's get you up here. And then let's get another cloud, I think, over here somewhere, like so. And then maybe just get one more of these clouds up over there. Lovely. Yes, I like that. It's a very simple backdrop, but I think it works. Again, don't want to go too over the top all the time, you know. Simplicity is your friend sometimes. I don't think I'm going to do the same on the back wall. I don't feel like that's needed necessarily. So I might just leave the back wall blank. But I did want to put in some little palms on here of some sort. I do like these ones. They just look cool, don't they? Let's see, how does that look? Oh yes, there we go. Maybe get the something like that. Obviously I need to sort of hide them. I think actually that one will just have to be over a little bit more. Yeah, so that needs to then lean, I think. Just don't want it interacting with the other one, that's all. Okay, that's good. So I just need to put in a small frame for that. Actually, first, let's just put in a bit of soil. Just so it looks realistic. There we go, and then let's bring that across. Like so. Lovely. And then let's just put in a small wooden edge. Something like that. Yeah, that'll be absolutely perfect. Doesn't need to be any more than that. Just a simple little frame here just to make it look like there's something holding that soil in. Oh, that's just sticking out. I might just have to go with the shorter one and double it up, which is fine. I can do that. There we go. Really simple. That's all I needed. I didn't want to do too much up there. I just wanted a little bit of colour. Bins. Let's just get a couple of bins in, just while I'm thinking about it. I do like these ones. Yeah, these are good. Let's just get in a couple on each side, or one on each side, I think. Maybe, yeah, there we go. So we've got benches, we've got bins. Not that anyone uses the benches, but never mind. I don't know why people aren't using them. If you know why people aren't using the benches, then please do let me know. Oh, we've got a little bit of a flooring issue there. Let me just see about covering that up. Often happens when you place down these enrichment items, unfortunately. I'm going to assume that that's still usable. Yes, good. And this thing as well? Yes. So the traversable areas are brilliant. Great. So the last thing really to do in here, I think, are a few bigger palms. So let's have a look at these. I'm not too fussed about having the right sort of palms, if you see what I mean. I just want them to look good. So I'm thinking this kind of thing. It's ironic really, because I've made it snowy, but I want palms. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, that, does it? I wonder if I can. No, I can't colour the snow rocks. Kind of be good if these were sandy ones, actually, wouldn't it? Would make a bit more sense. Thinking about it, I don't know why I went with snow, when realistically it would make more sense for them to be sandy ones. But there we go. I might have to change that, because it is a bit illogical, actually, isn't it? Right, I do want some of these trees just kind of dotted around. What I'll probably do is, once these are in, I'll put in some little you'll see some pots with soil underneath them, so it actually looks a bit realistic that there are palm trees growing. I do like these ones. I kind of feel like, I don't know, there's not quite enough room, is there? Actually, I could probably squeeze it right in there. Look at that. Yeah, see, that's fine. Again, don't want it to look too busy, too crowded, but I do want to create a nice atmosphere. So yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, so what I was talking about is, it's a very simple idea that I often use when I'm just randomly putting plants down where they shouldn't really be, is to just use these, and you just sink them down into the ground like that, and it just creates a little circle of soil. It looks like the trees could actually be growing out of some soil rather than the concrete. So yeah, very simple, but it does work. Oh, just have to, that one will just have to be a little bit towards the edge, but that's fine. I don't really feel like I need one there, because it's kind of in the ground there anyway. But yeah, it's a bit big actually for one of them anyway. Okay, there we go. What do we think? Should I replace all the snowy ones with desert rocks? Would that make more sense? I don't know. Do you know what? I kind of like the odd theming of the palm trees growing in a winter wonderland, but at the same time it wouldn't really make sense. So yeah, I might do that off camera. I might just come in and replace the stone with some desert rock, because it does look a bit odd, doesn't it? You know, I've gone for this sort of beach front look here, and then I've got snowy rocks. So didn't think about that really, did I? Should have planned that a bit better. Still not sure what I'm putting on here, but do you know, I might do some sort of large screen on here that says stuff about the penguins. I might do like a big information thing. Actually, I don't know what is there. There are some very big screens, aren't there? But I don't know what you put on them. Okay, 16 meters is possibly a bit big. You've got 4 meters. A bit small. Okay, so let's just see if that's on there. What can you put on here? Oh yeah, look. So you've got all the animals, but I don't know if it's just a picture. It is just a picture. Well, that's fine. Bit of information about the penguin. I don't mind that. I mean, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, that it would be there? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'll build a little frame around that. But yeah, there you go. That's your media. It doesn't get much bigger than that, really, does it? Kind of makes sense, rather than having little boards stuck around the edge here. So I'll tell you what, off camera, what I might do is replace this with some desert stone, build a little frame around that, and probably put in a speaker point somewhere as well, where people can come and be educated about the penguins as well. But I think that'll do it for today's episode. So thank you very much. If you've enjoyed yourself, and if you want to support the channel, then please hit the like button for me. If you've got anything you want to say, please do leave a comment, because I do like hearing your feedback, whether it's good or bad. If you don't like what I'm doing, then please do let me know. But if you do like it, then also please do let me know, because it gives me warm fuzzy feelings inside. I've just realised that palm tree sticking out the roof, which is not good, so I might just have to do something about that. I can get away with just lowering that, can't I? Yeah, there we go, that's fine. So there we go. So I'll try and do all of that off camera. And the next episode, I don't know, we'll move on to something else. I'll probably move into this area here. Makes sense. I've got a pathway coming under here. So yeah, I might have a think about what's going over here, or I may continue elsewhere. I might come over here or over here. Who knows? I have no idea what my next exhibit is going to be. But we shall see. Until then, thank you for joining me. I do hope you've had fun, and hopefully you can join me in the next episode. I don't know when it's going to be, I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm going to get time this weekend to do any more recording. If not, I will try and get another episode done during the week, but I make no promises, I'm afraid. You do have my apologies for that, but you know why. But I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully you won't either, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. Until then, take care, and goodbye for now.